Greetings, folks. Joe and Proper here, bringing you two cartridges right here, the 223 Remington and the 7.62 by 3.9. And this video is for new people to be able to understand the differences between these two cartridges should you be wanting to design your rifle around the cartridge. All right, now some people do that, and there are differences between these two cartridges, and there are also advantages and disadvantages to each. I'm going to do this in very basic format, in very roundaboutish type of format. So this is by no means designed to be scientifically or forensically accurate on these rounds. This is just to give you some sort of idea about these two cartridges. So here we go, and we'll start with the projectiles. From the 223 Remington, the projectile from those rounds is right around 36 to 77 grains. So that doesn't sound very big, especially when you consider, and here's one for size reference right here. That's a 9mm pistol round. That's a 115 grain projectile, but it's all about powder charge and velocity. I'm just going to yank this right from the table right now, because it is way underpowered compared to these rifle cartridges. That's just for size reference. But anyway, the projectile here is anywhere between 36 and 77 grains. This particular one right here is a 55 grain 223 Remington. Whereas this one right here, the 7.62 by 3.9, that's 122 to 154 grain projectile. Wow, that's a sledgehammer. So you may be asking, why would anyone get the 223 if this one is more powerful? Well, there's velocity to consider too. And there's also other things to consider, but each has its own advantages, right? Now, velocity, and here we go with velocity explanation. This travels at about 3,240 feet per second average, right? Right around 3,240. Wow, that is really, really zipping. And even if that's just a 55 grain projectile, that is hitting you very hard. That's hitting you with 1,282 foot-pounds of energy. Wow, again, right? Very fast. Whereas this one here, it only goes 2,200 feet per second, so that's about 1,000 feet per second slower than the AR cartridge. However, it is hitting you with 1,560 foot-pounds of energy versus the 1,282 foot-pounds of energy from the AR bullet. So, I mean, which do you want, you know? A lot of people do prefer the 7.62 by 3.9 for its lethal first shot capabilities. And I could just hear some people now going, oh my God, he said lethal. He's talking about killing people. Well, yeah, you got to consider that when you're getting your cartridges. So the two of them have their advantages and disadvantages, and then the rest all depends on you and which rifle you like. For example, you may like the look of the AK-47 more than the look of the AR-15. So, I don't know. I mean, they're both lethal bullets. They're both very effective. They both are good battle rounds, and they're proven effective for years. So that all is up to you. One other thing to consider for you is that the 223 bullets are usually more plentiful, more easily found, and a little bit less money than the 7.62 by 3.9. Another thing to consider too is that when you're getting the 7.62 by 3.9, that's typically a Russian round, and a lot of your most common, a lot of your least expensive 7.62 by 3.9 rounds are going to be the steel ammo that they do not allow in indoor ranges. So that's one thing to consider. So a lot of times you'll have tool ammo or something like that for your 7.62 by 3.9 unless you're willing to pay about $5 to $10 more per box of 20 to get one that is not steel, right? If it's magnetic, they won't let it be fired in your indoor range. Almost guaranteed there. Whereas, the 223, there's a little bit better play in the price for those. So, the case of 223s here, and these are Federals that I got, were $11, and I got them from Dunham's, right? But the 7.62 by 3.9 cartridges here, I got at Walmart, and they were just about $1.50 more for the box. So for how much money you spend, it really depends where you're going to be shooting this round. Are you going to be doing this in an indoor range? Or are you going to be doing this in an outdoor range? If you've got just outdoor range capabilities, there's nothing wrong with the 7.62 by 3.9. You're going to find a lot of that at your Walmarts and stuff like that. It's not very expensive if you get tool ammo, the Russian steel ammunition. But if all you have is indoor ranges, and if you're going to do most of your shooting in an indoor range, this then becomes quite an expensive round. In my opinion, I would be going with the 223. So if economics is a big issue, I think the 223 has it. But again, the 7.62 by 3.9, well, that enables you to shoot the AK-47, which, folks, the AK-47 is the Glock of the rifle world. And the Glock is the AK-47 of the pistol world. And they are very freaking fun to shoot. So, it's all up to you. It's completely subjective, but that's the difference between the two of them. And again, in summary, 36 grains to 77 grain, but 3,240 feet per second, which hits with 1,282 foot-pounds of energy. Or the 7.62 by 3.9, which is 122 to 154 grains, it shoots at about 2,200 feet per second, but hits with 1,560 whopping foot-pounds of energy. It is all up to you. Those are the two rounds, and I hope you liked this very brief, non-forensic explanation of these two rounds. I'm too improper. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now. That's tooimproper@gmail.com. Write, and I will answer you, provided you are polite about your question and if I have the time. Thanks for watching, folks. God bless America, and keep on protecting yourselves and your families. If you love them, you'll do it. It's always the right thing to do.